Hello everybody, my name is Pete the Courier Driver, and I've been doing this courier thing now for a few years. I've done small vans up to Luton vans, multi-drop distances, trucks. We've done the whole lot, and we do these videos to try and help you guys so you don't make the same mistakes that I made in the beginning. This particular video is about 7 habits that you can adopt on your first delivery route. It kind of really pertains to multi-drop, but whether it's one drop or a million drop, these are ones that you should have. Number one, firstly, when you get to the depot, make sure that you get the right load on board. Go into the transport office, give them the number, give them the notes, tell them where you're going, give them the postcodes. I had one once, we used to do the fridges, and we used to do them out of Milton Keynes in the morning, get there at 5 o'clock. They've loaded me, they've loaded another guy, and I've gone in and I said, right, I'm on run 512, and they went, no, the other guy's got 512. We've loaded you with 511. And well, don't worry then. I said, he'll do 512. I'll do 511. They went, no, we can't do that. So they pulled us all back. They've taken my load off, his load off, swapped them over, put them back on the other vehicles. That's cost me half an hour. By the time that's all done, I've got out of the yard, I've got straight on the motorway. Now, because I'm half an hour late, I've hit all the morning traffic. It's cost me an hour in total. So all that could have been avoided if we'd have gone in and specified at the beginning, no, I'm 512, he's 511. The right load would have gone on the right vehicle. So make sure you get your right load at the depot. Secondly, once it's loaded, make sure all the manifest is there. Now, if you've got the beepy gun thing, then you'll beep it, you'll know it goes on because it'll register it. But it doesn't always work that way. So it's worth 5 minutes just to go through the back to make sure that everything you've been loaded with is what you needed to have been loaded with. I mean, I've had nightmares before when I used to do the Argos. You're looking for drop 7 or drop 8, it's not there. So you ring them and you go, I can't find this guy's laptop, it's not here. They go, let's just have a look. Yeah, it's still on the shelf. Or you'll have to come back and get it, which is kind of fine if all your drops are in like a 2-mile radius of the base of the hub. But if they're not, you've either got to go back and get it, you could be 20 minutes away to carry on your run, or when you finish, you get back, drop it off on your way home, or at the end of the day. It's painful, and it can be avoided. Again, less haste, more speed. Just take 5 minutes at the beginning of the day to make sure that everything is on board. It will save you time in the long run. Number 3, check where you load the packages in the van. This is where the circuit thing does come in very handy, because it's got this thing called place in vehicle. If you've got 40 parcels, it's enough. But some of these drops, 80, 100, 200 parcels, when you get near the end, that's kind of cool because you can see the boxes left. But at the beginning, you've got 200 parcels to work your way through. Where is it? The place in vehicle thing is dead handy because it will tell you top, middle or bottom, left or right. And that way, rather than look for a whole van, you can focus on a small part of the van and where to pick it up from. I mean, I've had it before and it says like Nintendo, and I'm looking for this great big box as a Nintendo. Turns out it's a Nintendo DS game. It's about that big. So it would have been more useful if I didn't have to comb through all of the packages. I could go exactly where I was. When you load the packages, load them in a clever manner. Like I say, the circuit thing, the placing van is a very handy little tool to have there, So number 4, check your route. So they're going to give you a list of where to go. Their route finders are not always the best. I had one once, it was 3 stops for XPO as well. And it was Lincoln, then Sheffield, then Lincoln. And I looked at it and I thought, I ain't doing it in that order. That's just mental. What I did was, took it upon myself, went to Lincoln, then did the 3rd stop in Lincoln, and then I'm heading away to stop number 2 in Sheffield, and a guy rings me up and he goes, you haven't dropped Sheffield yet? And I went, no, I haven't. He said, why not? I said, because it's Lincoln to Sheffield to Lincoln. That's just crazy. I've done the 2 Lincolns, I'm on my way now. And he went, fair enough. Sometimes you've got a certain time. I knew I had to have it by this time, and I had plenty of time. And that is another thing where that circuit is dead handy. It does this thing for time drops. If, for example, a parcel has to be there at a certain time, you can put it in. Also, if a place is shut, say, for example, you can't drop between 1 and 2, it's not going to stick you there. So you get there at 1:05 and you've got to sit there for 3/4 of an hour waiting for them to reopen. It's a handy little tool to have. But yeah, optimising your route, again, making sure you've got your manifest, make sure you've got the right load on board, making sure it's all there and going in the right order. All of these things are going to save you time on your day. Number 5, make sure you deliver to the right address. I've had ones before where I've got to drop it off. Right, I'm thinking, right, stick that one there. And then I've gone 2 or 3 drops down and I've looked at it and it's right, deliver deck chair. I've looked around the back of the van and I've gone, no deck chairs in this van. Hang on a second, I'll drop that one off, three stops go. And then I look at 3 stops back and it goes, 5 bags of children's play sand. And I look around and go, yeah, the play sand's still on board. Damn. So I've had to go all the way back. Fortunately, we was allowed to deliver outside. So I've swapped the deck chair for the play sand, stuck the play sand down, and I've gone back and I've picked up on my route, like, you know. But it still takes time, and it takes time out of your day, and time is money. If I'd have just spent a little bit of time where I dropped it off, check the postcode, check the address, check it on the side, it will save you time in the long run. On the same kind of note, make sure that it's not only one parcel. So I've done it before where you get there in the beginning when I was flying around, running around like a headless chicken, and you go, right, that's that one, that goes there. And then you get further on down the line, you always get that sinking feeling when you get near the end of the run and you think, there are more boxes left here than there should be. It's like when I used to do the Argos, you get patio sets. It says on the boxes a lot of the time, 1 of 4, because you've got the table, and then you've got 4 chairs, and then you've got the umbrella, and then you've got the umbrella base, all of which has to go there. So again, just a minute or so when you're dropping it off, just double checking, is everything there? And also, make sure there's no parcels left on, because they might have 2 or 3 drops at the same location. I get it all the time with Amazon. They'll come in and ring the doorbell, give you the box, thank you very much, mate. 5 minutes later, they'll come back and went, oh yeah, you had this one as well. Just take a little bit of time to make sure when you get to your drop that you've dropped everything that needs to be there before you go on to the next one. It will save you time in the long run. And finally, number 7, don't hang around too long. I've done it before and I take pride on trying to get everything off, but sometimes you just can't do it. I had one once, it was a pub. And I got around the front, you couldn't park, so I've gone around the back and I finally managed to get in the car park, knocked on the door, it's all locked, gone around the back, it's all locked, it's deserted. Then there was a metal staircase. I thought I'd run up the metal staircase, nothing on floor 1, nothing on floor 2. I was there for 10-15 minutes trying to get this parcel off. It was never going to happen. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. It's a fail. So do your best you can, knock on the door, ring the doorbell. If there's neighbours, talk to the neighbours, ring the phone number if there's a number on there. If no one answers, you get the universal answer machine, stick it in the back of the van, take it back to base. They'll throw it in a container, someone will deliver it tomorrow. Tomorrow, chances are, they'll knock on the door, a lady will open the door, job done. So that's kind of it. There's 7 habits that you can form that will make your life easier and more lucrative in the long run. If you want to learn any more about multi-drop or about courier delivery, if you could please subscribe to the Circuit YouTube channel, that'd be fantastic. Alternatively, like I say, I've got some videos over on my channel, Pete the Courier Driver. Anything that we can do to help make the world a better place. And in the meantime, as I say, take care, take money.